So I just want to briefly talk about this. I've talked about it before, but as you know, and straight away would know, anybody that calls an ambulance out, it's a serious business. You're not calling them out for the laugh. And this incident in Cavan is from last year. It took 3 hours, and this person was in a life. It doesn't say if they had a heart attack, but it obviously was pretty serious. It was life threatening. Thankfully, I think the person survived, as far as I am aware. But still, nonetheless, 3 hours for an ambulance to arrive, and nationally, it's not much better. It's about 2 hours to an hour. For somebody that's in pain, let's say for example had their leg chopped off, God forbid, in an accident at work or whatever, you have to say, oh, you wait 2 hours there. When your leg is literally on the ground and you're bleeding from the leg, bleeding out. Wait 2 hours there. We'll be with you. It's not acceptable. And especially because we are a first world country, we are a developed country, it's not acceptable. And I know there's a lack of ambulance paramedics, etc., etc. I understand that, I get that. But it's the fact of the matter that they won't. There's hundreds of millions, not even hundreds of millions, hundreds of billions going towards the HSE. Wherever the fuck the money goes, who knows, to be totally honest, because it's billions going to the HSE, and God only knows what the money's going to. Because it doesn't seem to be going to help people. But again, at the end of the day, it goes back to this simple point: they won't pay the people to do the job. And simple said, they won't do it. They just refuse to give them a proper living wage. They want them to work for nothing, basically. And it is a tough job being a paramedic. I do envy. I do. It is a hard job seeing people dying and dealing with death all the time, and God forbid on traffic accidents and stuff like. It's not something that you can. It's something that does take effect on your conscience and your mental health, stuff like that. But the fact of the matter is, in a first world country, at most it should take 20 minutes to 30 minutes for an ambulance to get there. Because obviously an ambulance is a big joke, and I understand they can't fly through the sky and stuff like that. But it should be within that time frame instead of fucking 3 hours. Like, let's be fair, 3 hours is far too long for somebody if you're in pain. Which majority of instances you call an ambulance out, you are in pain. Either you have broke a bone, had a heart attack, a stroke, other fellow illness, but obviously you're in pain. The person's dying or in pain, extreme pain. Now a lot of people say, why would people not just turn up to the hospitals and stuff like that? Because if you totally honest, you would probably wait a year to be seen in accident emergency. So like the HSC in this country is just destroyed. It's a mess. But it's a terror that has come to this, and again, millions and billions been spent in the HSC, and God only knows where the money goes to, because nobody knows, to be totally honest. Like, it is a disgrace. Because the sad reality of this, there's probably so many people waiting for an ambulance and they're dying. God only knows. I would say probably 3,000 maybe people who had a heart attack, stroke, serious illnesses and stuff waited an hour. And that hour, it's crucial when somebody rings an ambulance. You learn first aid, etc., etc. If somebody has a stroke in ambulance, the first thing you do is ring 999 or 111. And get an ambulance. That's the first thing you do before you start CPR. Or if somebody else is there, they can ring an ambulance. But the first thing you do is the ring for help, ring for a paramedic, ring for an ambulance. That's the first thing you nearly do in CPR before you perform CPR. You ring for help, along with trying to resuscitate the person. But obviously, there's only so much an ordinary citizen can do. Even if you learn first aid and stuff like that, you need, if somebody has a heart attack or stroke or something like that, you would need professional help. You need paramedic, you need to be brought to the hospital, stuff like that. And especially because situations like that too, panic sets in a lot of regard. But it's a joke. It is a joke that we are a first world country, and probably countries that third world countries have ambulances quicker than this. But it's not the ambulances' fault or the drivers or anything. It's just the lack of people to drive the ambulances. That's the problem. The same with everything in this society. It's the lack of people being there to drive them. They don't drive themselves, unfortunately. And again, it goes down to just the pay. They don't probably pay. They don't pay them enough. And it is a tough job. But not many people would. Like, I wouldn't have the guts to do it. Seeing people die and seeing, it's a dreadful thing. So you have to be well compensated for. I don't think any compensation could help you really with it, but that you at least can have a good wage at the end of the week. Some consolation, I know, but anyway, that's all I'm going to say for the moment. Thank you.